RGN 98.5 Praise FM. Yes, that was Diedrich Haddon, y'all. Be like Jesus. No doubt about it. We all want to be like Jesus. Hey, I got a special guest in the house, y'all. I met her today. She is part of the organization that's here in the Central Texas area, specifically Killeen, and it is In the Hate, Make Killeen Great. Once again, that organization is called In the Hate, Make Killeen Great. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Miss Amber in the house. Now, you know why I call you Miss Amber, right? Because I don't want to mess up your last name. Can you go ahead and pronounce that for us?
Mezzacappa.
Mezzacappa. Okay, that's too easy. I like that. Thank you so much for being here.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Amen. Now, what we want to do is obviously get into what In the Hate Make Killeen Great is all about. We also want to talk about, if you will, the actual event that y'all have coming up on the 30th. That blessed my socks off, if I can go and be old school with you, because I was reading the paper, Saturday's paper, and I saw the feature in there of you and one of your assistants and everything. But let's talk about, how long have you been here? Have you been born and raised here? Are you from another area?
Being a military brat, I was born in Fulda, Germany, but I always say that I may not have been born in Texas, but I got here as soon as possible. I got here when I was 3 years old, and I was raised in Copperas Cove for most of my life. I graduated from Copperas Cove, and I don't ever disacknowledge that. But I've been living in Killeen for the past 2 years, and since I am living here, I want to make a difference in the Central Texas area.
Amen.
And so that's why I hopped on board with this, because if I'm going to live here, I need to make sure I can make a difference as well.
I'm loving it. Y'all, In the Hate, Make Killeen Great. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been here since 2001. I'm excited about whatever y'all going to do. You understand? Because we need to do that. We need to make Killeen great. So let's talk about the organization that is In the Hate, Make Killeen Great. How did that come about?
Well, it came about a Facebook post. Honestly, our president, Shariq Gordon, said, you know what? If I said F Killeen, I bet all of you would be in my inbox right now threatening me. But if I said I'm going to throw a city positive barbecue, an event like that, I want everyone to come out, I'd get maybe 10 likes and no one would even care. And I said, oh no, I would so totally go, because we need more positive events like this. And that's where I hopped in to create a more momentum on the foundation of the idea.
Good.
Then our treasurer, Samantha Santiago, created the slogan, And the Hate Make Killeen Great, and she created the GoFundMe account that we have to start the fundraising process for our committee. Then my neighbor, Dominique Duval, she became our secretary, because she was like, you know what, I love the idea, I want to help you any way I can. So together we formed a committee and worked together very hard since May 25th, 2016 on And the Hate Make Killeen Great Festival.
Just starting off. So I know you already did, but I want you to go ahead and do it again. Give the names of your assistants, the part that they play within the group, if you will. Shout them out. Let us all know. Amen. Go ahead. Do that.
All right, definitely. Our president, Shariq Gordon, hey. He's the one that created the idea. He created the foundation based off of that Facebook post, so we can't thank him enough for that. Me being the vice president, I just created the momentum of the foundation with my networks and who I know to get this organization and the word out there better. And then Samantha Santiago, she created the slogan and the fundraiser for our GoFundMe account. And Dominique, she has been helping every other way she can in different events and different situations that we need her in. And together we work together.
Yeah, amen. Now, with the event, we're going to go ahead and talk about that event before we end up letting you go. And then we want to give you an opportunity to encourage our listening audience to participate in the event, to participate in the things that y'all doing within the group, the whole 9 yards, because we want to get orientated to you and the group. I'm telling you right now, as your big brother up in here, we're going to make this thing happen together, amen, because we're better together.
Amen, already, yes.
All right, now, so the event is going to be on what day and time and location, please?
It's going to be at Long Branch Park, 1101 Branch Drive, on Saturday, July 30th, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m.
All right, y'all know the deal now. Let's say it again.
It's going to be at Long Branch Park at 1101 Branch Drive from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. July 30th, the last Saturday of the month.
Amen. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to try and be there, but I'm out of town. Can y'all save me like a piece of chicken?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Piece of chicken or some barbecue. Don't do like some people do when they invite me to a barbecue. They don't even put enough barbecue sauce on the ribs. Put some sauce on there. You understand? I want to be able to, lick my fingers.
I'm not playing with you. I will.
I'm for real.
I know it.
Don't give me no bare ribs and everything. You understand? It's all good. Well, Amber, let's talk about your desires for this particular committee? I mean, not committee, but the actual event. What is the desire that's laid upon your heart?
Well, we want to reduce crime and exemplify unity in the community. We're so stuck in our backyard and stuck in our neighborhood, we can't come out and reach out to other neighborhoods and say, hey, look, we all live here together. It's not about Willow Springs. It's not about, the Glen. It's not about the Dub. It's about working together because we all are in the same place. We all probably are connected to Fort Hood somehow. And I don't care if you're in Coppers Cove, Temple, Harker Heights, Nolanville. They all say, you know what? Well, there's not as much crime in our city as Killeen, but guess what? If we don't control the crime where it is now, it's going to spread to your city, and you're going to wish that we controlled it where we are. So let's do this together, and let's do this now. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're from East Texas or West Texas. Come out and support us.
And I'm from Cleveland, so you know what I'm saying, I'm supporting everything. Go Cavs. Got out there. Now, of course, to make a difference in our community, of course, we want to have our leaders, our councilmen, our mayor and all the chief of police, all that good stuff. We want them all to be a part. Have you set up allegiance with them, any kind of joint efforts with them and whatnot?
Yes.
So can you speak about it?
Yes, we have. Just last week, my birthday, July 14th, I decided to go.
Belated birthday.
Thank you. I turned 27. I decided to go to the Killeen Police Department Forum. Gregory Johnson invited me on Facebook, and since he's coming to my event, I said I would totally go. Sure. So I went there to see how we can relate to police and how we can get on the same page, because with the way media is, it has improvised and imposed fear in us of the police, along with the police being in fear of us. So when we get pulled over, we're going to be just as afraid of them as they are of us. And I wanted to fix that. So I saw a disconnect at the meeting, and I said, you know what? We've got to do something at the event with this. I can do something. So I went home and thought about it, and I said, you know what? I'm going to call it Connecting with KPD, and I'm going to call them tomorrow to see if they will come to our event and see if we can find a table so the citizens can relate with the police, have a few hot dogs, barbecue, and get on the same page and, release whatever anger or fear you have and get it out. And then they can, attain it and consider it and say, hey, look, we have you. We're going to work together. We're not going to do this to you. Don't fear us. Because if we can reduce fear, since fear causes disaster, we want to create hope, and that's all it takes, is just one positive event at a time to unite, not just with ourselves, but with our police officers, because at the end of the day, we all bleed red. I don't care if you have a badge or you don't. And so as a human race, we need to connect together so we can reduce the fear, reduce the crime, reduce the anxiety, and get together and add unity to the community and bridge that divide.
Well, our visionary here at the radio station, Mr. Ron Grace, he just stepped up to the mic. I want him to go ahead and ask a question or two. Mr. Ron, what you have for Miss Amber?
No, I'm just proud. I literally am. I am proud that there are other concerned citizens in this community that take in ownership.
That's good.
That we can unite, come together, and be able to land a positive impact in our community for the betterment of our community.
Good.
So that's it. I mean, just what other organizations have you considered partnering with? Or
well, we are Stop the Violence was the first event that we went to, the rally, as a committee, and we learned from them. Of course, we're not perfect. We started from different foundations before all of the shootings, but we wanted